Hello everyone, Emre99 here, and welcome to the seventh episode of Tour de Abandon. We are at stage 14 out of 21, and I am starting to get excited because the GC might be in the favor of Tadej Pogačar, who has a lead of about 6 minutes, but stages are only getting tougher. And today we are in Italy, and Gatteo to Soliano al Rubicone stage offers many corners, many ups and downs, irregular terrain, and a perfect time to get more abandons. The stage is underway, and the first thing we're going to do is try to join the breakaway with Pierre Latour, and it's a perfect hilly stage to go for the breakaway. And follows us is Victor Campenaerts, who is also our rival in the points classification. Oh, crash already! And Pierre Latour is down. No, Pierre Latour, no. We've joined the breakaway. At least we brought Campenaerts with us as well. And now we have to follow them. Do we have any abandons? No one seemed to be abandoning, but crash in the breakaway in the flat section of the race. And we're now trying to get back to the front of the breakaway. Alaphilippe is here, Bettiol is here, Amador, Luis Leon Sanchez, Dylan Turns, so a good group, and even more attackers, including Pollitt, Dillier, Jorgensen, and many more. The peloton just left with 52 riders today. The climbing has now started, and look at the irregular terrain, up, down in this Italian fields. And we've got first place from that sprint gate and have the provisional lead over Victor Campenaerts in the green jersey, but now it's all about survival for all of the riders. Oh, crash at the breakaway again, and 9 riders in the breakaway are down, including Latour and Campenaerts. Jorgensen and Bettiol survives, but again, no abandons. We continue in this group. Meanwhile, peloton is now 7 minutes 40 down on Jorgensen. But yeah, few crashes in the first pass of this irregular terrain. And what's more to come, we can see a lot of corners and a lot of dangerous roads. Sprint for the KOM classification. Jorgensen against us. We take 2 points, but still provisionally 4th place in the standings. Brawl crash at the back of the peloton. Groenewegen has gone down alone, blocking Jonas Ricard at the moment. Is Jonas Ricard also out? I'm not sure, but Groenewegen abandons in this corner. I'm not sure about Jonas Ricard. He's pedaling to nothing at the moment. We just have to wait and see. Oh, big crash at the group. Yates is down, Pedersen is down, Bilbao's down, Buchmann's down, Mathieu van der Poel is down. Right, crash of 13, just as I was thinking. Peloton's going well, but no abandons. What is up with all these crashes, but we're not getting an abandon? We've got possibly 2 yet, still no confirmation on that, but they're still stuck with around 70 kilometers to go, so I guess there will be abandoning, but just the 2 so far in this difficult parcours. Sprint for KOM again, and Jorgensen is leading this one. We try to make a late charge, but it's not going to be enough. We get 1 point. Jorgensen gets 2, but no changes in the provisional standings. Oh, crash at the peloton! Who is down there? Warren Barguil and Romain Bardet are out. So is Thorstein Tren. 2nd place, and Yates is that crashed again. Romain Bardet, Barguil, they continue. Simon Yates will probably continue as well, as we see Mathieu van der Poel behind. Yates continues. No problem. No abandons again in this crash. Attacks at the peloton to get few more seconds. Both Yates are attacking and Carapaz also, but there's no way Pogačar and Van Aert will let go of them easy. Meanwhile, oh, we've lost contact looking at that for the stage win. Can we get back to the group? 5 kilometers left and the major hill of the race. We do make contact again, but we are at the back of the group and not got many red bar left. 3 kilometers to go. Who will win the stage here in Italy? The first stage in Italy in Soliano al Rubicone. Now we come to the front of the group. It is a downhill finish. So let's start opening it up now. 99 at the front, Pierre Latour at the Flamme Rouge. We are sprinting. Dylan turns just behind us. We've also got Niels Pollitt on our left. Dylan turns currently leading at the moment in the final stretch. Alaphilippe through the middle wins the stage. Julian Alaphilippe wins stage 14. And here we are at the peloton. Yates is currently leading with Carapaz behind and Filippo Ganna. They've survived the stage pretty well. I was expecting much more carnage with a lot of turns in the circuit, but Adam Yates now at the final corner attacking to lead the peloton into the finish about 4 minutes and 5 minutes exactly behind the breakaway. Van Aert and Pogacar finish together. Pogacar still has an advantage of 6 minutes and 52 into the Belgian. Just the two abandons today, Groenewegen and Jonas Ricard say goodbye to the Tour before hard mountain stages. Alaphilippe is the winner today, but in the point classification, Pierre Latour now moves up to first place in the rankings. Just the two abandons today because of the crash, Jonas Ricard and Dylan Groenewegen, which leaves us with 63 riders coming into the final week. And next up, we have the proper downhill stage, the one that was 2 episodes ago, had a climb in the middle, but this one, 32.5 kilometers, non-stop downhilling. Actually, the first kilometer is a climb to Col dell'Agnello or Colle dell'Agnello, as we are in Italy, and we'll be downhilling to Saint-Père there during the stage. I expect carnage again, just a 63-man peloton, but the time limit will hopefully be low, so maybe we will see some out of time limit riders. I'm so excited. Come on, let's have it. The final week of the Tour is underway with the second and the final downhill stage of the Tour, and Pello Bilbao is the first one to attack as we have a third category climb for this 1 kilometer of climbing. Luis Leon Sanchez also follows. We get 2 points. Now it's time to actually fight for the stage win already, as we have 1 minute on the peloton who have not attacked for the points. So that's kind of the stage win already settled for these 3 guys up front. Let's see, can we win another stage? We do have more attacks coming. Chris Harper, but Tadej Pogacar leading the peloton, doing the most sensible thing in these important turns of Colle del Agnello, which is our climb today. Oh, crash at the back of the peloton. 17 riders are involved. Val, Zang, Buchmann, Kalmejan, none of the GC contenders are here, I think. Do we have any abandons? Yes. Lawson Craddock is out this stage. Brian Kokar at the back of the group at the moment. Now, last 10 kilometers. The group is not back yet because it's actually very difficult to make ground during the downhill. And currently peloton, led by a few teammates from Alpecin and Trek and Tadej Pogacar in front, are looking to cruise their way home. We currently didn't have the crash impact that we'd hoped for at the moment. 8 kilometers to go. Oh, crash! Alaphilippe is down, Cavendish is down, and Van Poppel and Mathieu van der Poel is down. Do we have any abandons? Julian Alaphilippe is out. I mean, he's 8th in the points, but wasn't threatening to GC, but he's the second abandon of the day. As now we're going to look, we'll be sprinting actually this last kilometer, and Pello Bilbao launched early. Can he get the stage win? We tried to sprint, but Pello Bilbao is really dominating these downhill parts. 82 downhill as a stat. He wins his 3rd stage. Now Harper is going to come 3rd. We have a time limit of 5 minutes 37, but I think everyone should be fine. Mats Pedersen comes home 6th, and Wout van Aert finishes 9th with Tadej Pogacar. And the group behind completes in 4 minutes 30, no problem for them. Pello Bilbao win in Saint-Père, the final downhill stage of the Tour. The general classification, we now extend our lead for more than 50 points on Victor Campenaerts with 5 stages remaining. Next up though, Pinzolo to Aprica, a true Giro d'Italia mountain stage with an Aprica finish, but 3 very difficult climbs as well, including Mortirolo. The stage is started and 2 distinctive jerseys have attacked. Peyo Bilbao for the KOM and Latour for the points. We have more attackers now, Cataneo, Pinot, Harper, Jorgensen and Dylan Teuns, some of the breakaway riders that are left in this tour. Breakaway formation is complete and we have 17 riders, most of the riders being in the top 10 of the KOM classification, joining the breakaway, and that leaves Peloton with just 44 riders. We've tried something to go early for this first KOM points, but Peyo Bilbao times it nicely. Or has he? Yes, he has. We got second place and Jorgensen got third. Peyo Bilbao increases his lead on Torstein Tren. First downhill of Campo Carlo Magno now, as the breakaway now extends his gap to over 9 minutes. And Peyo Bilbao gets the points also in this second climb. Passo del Tonale, we come fourth, but it's not really important. Peyo Bilbao up to 93 points now, and this has been currently a regular occurrence, him winning KOM sprints. Peloton's taking it really easy at the moment. No crashes in both of the downhills so far. I mean, the parcours is difficult, but when Peloton's just 43 riders and are not really pacing, there seems to be no crashes or abandons so far. That's what we're finding from the second edition of Tour de Abandon. Crash at the back, Zangel went down. First crash from the peloton, but he has not brought anyone down, and he'll be back in the peloton soon. Oh, crash at the peloton. Lutsenko is down, and he's brought down 3 Alpecin riders, including Philipsen, Dillier, and Gokul. And Alexander Lutsenko is out. 5th place in the GC. He's out. Well, I've not seen this coming. Out of nowhere in this downhill, he's out. Now with Lutsenko's abandoned, Warren Barguil now moves up to 5th place. Mats Pedersen will move up to 6th, and Simon Yates is currently 7th. Bob Jungels, we have not seen him so far. He's up to 9th position, 8th position now in the GC. Well done to him. But Simon Yates against Warren Barguil for a top 5 spot. I don't think Mats Pedersen will be involved as we start Passo del Mortirolo, 12.7 kilometers and over 10% gradient. This is going to be fun. 6 kilometers now, and Groupama FDJ with Godou and Pinot, 2 great climbers, currently leading the breakaway. Ciccone, who joined the breakaway attacking from the peloton in the valleys, he was 8 minutes down and he managed to caught up to the group. If he can win from that attack, that will be very impressive for the Italian. Also, we have Chris Harper, 77 Mountain. He's also currently doing pretty well. He hasn't fought for the KOM classification, so he should be fresh also. Peyo Bilbao and Torsten Trendo, they are done for the day, attacking for all the KOM points. Certainly not up to it at Mortirolo. 2 kilometers to go, and Ciccone is struggling, leaves with 3. Harper, Godou, and Thibaut Pinot fighting for the top of Mortirolo. Remember, there's also the Aprica climb, so it's not over yet. Still some gains to be done on the downhill. Thibaut Pinot against Godou in the final kilometer of Passo del Mortirolo. Ooh, Harper's starting to lose some contact here, and Godou and Pinot are together, and Pinot looks the strongest, but now there's the downhill. It's a very tough downhill, a lot of corners, but also very narrow and dangerous. Peloton, though, currently having an off day. That means Mats Pedersen is also currently on the fight for that 5th position. They have 2 kilometers to the top and still with 29 riders. Downhill's finished and Chris Harper has made it back to this group. FDG with a man advantage, with the stats advantage. They've certainly looked the strongest today in the breakaway, but who will win the stage now? Now attack at the front. Thibaut Pinot attacks. Attack to Thibaut Pinot. And he's dropped both Harper and Godou, who is working for Thibaut Pinot the last few kilometers on the steep part. A very smart attack. And now just 10 kilometers and Thibaut Pinot will take the victory. Peloton completes the Mortirolo downhill without any issues, and it's EF setting up A very small tempo with now 20 kilometers left. Matthew van der Poel still in this group with Mats Pedersen. So is Bob Jungels. A very all-round performance from an all-round rider. Bob Jungels in the top 10. But round of applause for man of the day. Thibaut Pinot wins in Africa. What a ride from the French climber. With 10 kilometers to go, Carapaz launches an attack, brings Yates and Tom Pidcock. Bob Jungels is trying to counter, but it's not possible. Meanwhile, Pogacar is just sitting behind Mark Hirschi, Soler, and Yates. Three good domestiques. Tadej Pogacar is really lucky currently to have three domestiques, generally, and all of them having good climbing stats also helps, as the attack is neutralized and they enter 5 kilometers to go. Final sprint for the peloton, and Tadej Pogacar and Tom Pidcock lead the group. Mathieu van der Poel also comes third from the peloton and finishes 18th this stage. Despite the tempo, last place of the stage, Nikias Arndt comes home 1 hour 3 minutes behind the peloton. Here are the results. The only abandon of the day, Alexei Lutsenko, but it was a very important one. Fifth in the GC has now abandoned. And look at the general classification right now. Warren Barguil in 5th position, Mats Pedersen 6th, Simon Yates 7th. That fight for the 5th position now heats up. As for the KOM standings, Pello Bilbao leads with 93. Thibaut Pinot now has 24 points, but it's all a bit too late for him now. And that is going to be it for episode 7 of Tour de Abandon. We had 5 more abandons in the 3 Italian stages, 2 French victories and 1 Spanish from Pello Bilbao. Be sure to like and subscribe and turn into next episode as we have more hard stages in the monuments coming up. Until then, see you soon.